In this video, we're going to conclude our video course in VRAY for Cinema 4D. In the previous video, we saw how we can create different effects using the environment fog and environment smoke and mist, and also how we can create volumetric effects using lights. Now we can see here in the finished render how the volumetric effects look like, and these are really slow to render. They're really heavy, so they're gonna take a lot of time. So in this video I also will show you some additional option that you have when you are at the ending point of your render. Now also here we can see the volumetric effect of the light, but with a lot of noise. So usually when you use pretty heavy effects like environment, it's gonna take a lot of effort from your machine to render those. We saw how we can create motion blur and depth of field. Now, especially if you don't do still images, but if you create video animation, which are going to be really heavy because you're gonna render a lot of frames. You won't need just one frame like in other renderings, but you're gonna need like 200 or 300 frames to create your animation. Now in that case, you either have a powerful machine, or you can also set up a net of different computers and use distribute render, or the other option is to send everything online using the Chaos Cloud. This is the service that we're gonna see here in this video. So Chaos Cloud is something here that you need to start first of all, and it's basically a process where you will upload your scene, and your scene is gonna be received by the Chaos Group servers, and there you go. Now it opened automatically this page on the web. Here is where we can upload. We can select the job that we want to do, which is basically uploading the project that we are working on. We can give a name. We can set up a resolution. And the resolution here, you can set up from the render settings in the VRAY tab, or well, actually no, this is from the general output in Cinema 4D. So this is where you can set up the resolution that you will find then in your render, and including the Chaos Cloud render. But you can change it also from here. You can do a draft. Now you can do draft. Well, it's actually better if you do drafts on your computer and then move here, because everything you will do here will spend some coins that you have, so some credits. So first of all, when you buy, for example, a monthly or an annual package, you will have some credits. And the more render you will do, the more resolution they will have, the more quality they will have, the more credit you will spend. So be careful and not to create many tests here, because you're gonna spend a lot of credit. You can set also a job credit limit. If it's 0, it means that it has no limit. So again, be careful. It's kind that you have coins to spend. Okay. And here we can uploading. So, well, just read all the instruction here that you find. And also here, check if the output expect your expectations. Consider rendering at lower resolution for a still image and a small frame range if you are seeing animation. So what it's telling you basically is make some tests before you actually run the entire job, especially if it's an animation, because if something goes wrong, it's better that goes wrong in a single frame or in a um, let's say really limited amount of frames than in all the animation that you render. So my opinion is do the tests with the draft renders in the software itself in your computer. When you're ready to go, when you are 100% sure that everything is fine, the materials are okay, and the lights are okay, and the animations, if you are planning to do animations, are okay. So if everything is as you wanted, as you expected, and you have made some testing and you think it's fine, then and only then you can proceed with the Chaos Cloud. Otherwise, you're gonna spend money basically, because credits are nothing but money, and you're gonna waste it a lot without actually getting what you want. So it's a pretty helpful tool, but you can also do a lot of things here in your computer before actually going into the Chaos Cloud. So a lot of effects that are pretty hard and heavy to render with your computer can be handled really easily by the Chaos Cloud. And this is an excellent help that you can get. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's check some other setting. You can also assign here an output naming and some additional stuff here. And let's say okay, and this is gonna upload. Now that's the size there of our scene, and depending on your internet connection, it's gonna take the time that it needs to be uploaded. So we just wait here. Now it's analyzing the scene. If everything is okay, it's going to start the job within minutes. So it's a little bit longer. There you go. Job is successfully scheduled for rendering. So I'm gonna view the job now. So it's a little bit slower than when you do it on your computer, but it's gonna free your PC, it's gonna free your software, and you can continue to work on your project and leave the rendering go by itself here in the Chaos Cloud server or website. So we can see here that we are rendering this scene right now, and it's telling me that I'm using this resolution here, and I'm using the bucket mode for the rendering. We saw what's the difference between progressive and bucket. We have this noise threshold set, we have this denoiser set, and minimum and maximum subdivisions, the date of the submission, the render engine, the render time that is already going up. We are already at 1 minute and 46 seconds, and the output naming and the credits right there. And also we don't have job credit limit right here, but we can edit that and change it. Now you can see there on the top how many credits I can spend. So 19,